Ready?
Come. Would you like to give? Sangeet.
Toastmasters Sangeet. What makes you smile? What makes you smile?
Ever since I landed in the world of Toastmaster, I was scared of table topics. Now I'm just terrified. Last 3 years, I never attended any table topics but twice. What makes you
Smile.
smile? I think that ignorance makes me smile. We are so ignorant. In many cases, for example, take an example of you are flying, the flight attendant comes and she goes and she will say an accent, she asks us to buckle up our seat. On the land, we feel that we are in control. Sometimes we neglect and we ignore to buckle up. But when you are on flight, when you are on taxi, you buckle up, click, 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 click. But it makes me laugh. See, you don't need to buckle up over there. If something happens there, all we are going to die. So the ignorance in many cases, if you ask me, if you see the ignorance of the people makes me laugh. I think I made justice to the topic. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other guess?
Hi, friend.
What's your name? Toastmaster Ashraf. What are you most grateful for? What are you most grateful for?
Yeah, I'm just venturing myself. I'm grateful for what I am so far, because I think I never thought myself of talking at least like this in earlier days, and I'm always, like many of you, is trying to improve me. So I have this. I did many things to instill into me many things that can make me expressive. So the change in me in my earlier days and the who I have made myself, this is what made me so, I appreciate myself. So I think we can start for the day. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
We have time.
I think the topic master will get chance. Are you holding on to something that you need to let go? Are you holding on to something that you need to let go?
Was a lot. Tabletop Toastmaster, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and distinguished guests, a warm good evening.
Good evening.
Of course, everyone have to agree that we have some kind of fear or kind of shyness or kind of flaws in us when we come on the stage. All right, that's why we are all here in Toastmasters Club, right? And this is something which I want to give away. as I'm on stage and in front of you, this is what I can say. Of course, hidden qualities are many more which I have to give away. See, this is a very good platform for all of us to be what we are actually speaking. We are born as, you know, the best, to become best, but we lose everything when we grow up because of various fears, various factors around us. Am I right or not? We actually born, every one of us are born as normal human being. Am I right or not? As small boys, small girls. But when we grow up with the age, with the factors around us, with the people we mingle, with the school, with the colleagues, many other factors, we develop a lot of flaws in us, which we have to remove, right? And as a public speaker, of course, I want to remove my guiltiness, or you know, shyness, or stage fear, or you know, this kind of stutteringness on the stage. So these are all the things which I feel bad qualities in me, and which I hope in Toastmasters Club I can be getting rid of. Thank you.
Thank you. Toastmaster Yugarani.
I'm escaping.
What is the difference between living and existing?
This type of subjects are very tough. So now I am living in Toastmasters. Also I am existing in Toastmasters for the last 4 years. I think all our Toastmasters got the meaning. What is living and existing? Toastmaster of the Toastmaster, Toastmaster evening, fellow members, guests, warm good evening. Good evening. The living, that means we are present in our all activities, in our thoughts, in our daily moments. But in case of existing, we can tell present perfect continuous tense, like started long before and still we are here. That is what I understand. You have, or everyone have their own perspectives, visions about this. But a formal definition, I never go for that. I think my small examples will enough for living and existing.
Thank you. What is worse? Worse, failing or never trying? What is worse? Yeah, failing or never trying?
Never?
Trying for it. What's your name?
Rahish.
Rahish.
In this green location, I would like to talk about the topic is that
What is worse? Failing or you don't try it ever?
okay, failure and try it not. When we are looking at anything, we have to do. Before that we have an hard work. So when we got anything, or we have to get anything. Before that, we have so many hard works. Then only we can achieve that. So if we are sitting on a table or a chair, and we are also, I'm not getting it when you have what I have to do. For an example, if we are going in an interview, before that we have to practice it. Without practice, what we get faces in the interviewer asks any questions, we have to say anything. So not only in the interview but also in anything, before that we must be prepared for that. So in our daily life we have to learn much more things about all items or all things, so we can learn or we can faces that things become easily. Thank you.
I never
No, only one side. Yeah. Yes. Okay, we should do subjects.
So your question is, what has life taught you recently? What has life taught you recently?
Table topic master, Toastmasters was given a test and fellow Toastmasters. Good evening once again. What has life taught me recently? May I have to tell that? Yeah. Actually, I learned recently that be satisfied with what we have got. I will explain this with a small life story which recently happened from my wife. Everybody does. Last Friday morning, I asked her, "Did I need a cup of cappuccino with bread, toasted bread, with omelette?" She told me, "You know, dear, it's not good to have coffees. It has some kind of nicotine. This is what proven. And omelette, you have cholesterol. Don't have it." I said, "Okay, fine. Can I have tea?" She said, "Dear, I'm still sleepy. Can you just have it from the kitchen?" Then I remember, just few weeks before, I asked her to make me some kind of good, we call this thumb tea, means it takes little time. Then she told me, "You don't have time, you have to leave now, so I will give you some cappuccino, it's already ready." Then I was thinking, comparing the situations. Anyway, what I learned, be happy with. Okay, this is for the seriousness. This is with our life, we can say that we are not satisfied. We always think, if only what we have that level, or only what we have received that, then only we will be happy. We need a job in our young age, then only we can be happy. When we receive a job, we need a position, or we need a car, we need a home, or we need to have a house, then only we will be happy, and we never be happy. So let us be happy with what we received at present. This is what I learned.
Thank you. So your question is, who do you think stands between you and happiness? Who you do think stands between you and happiness?
It's a table topic master, fellow Toastmasters, and yes. Well, the question that is posed to me is, I think, not just a question to me, it's for all of us, is what is it that is stopping us to be truly happy and unleashing our potential in this world? a part of this was touched upon by Toastmaster Nofal about being positive. Well, I think in a simple word, the answer to the question that is being asked is, it's just me and my mind and my thoughts. I myself am responsible for my happiness. I cannot expect the world to be moving around me. It's me, with my correct perspective, I can be happy and I can be disappointed, dejected in the best of the best situations. There are people who are in depression who we can't even think about that they are in a depression. I'll just give you an example. Deepika Padukone, we all know how successful she is. She was a victim, or she was a patient of mental depression. Like, it's unthinkable for a normal man, like, for this to happen. And similarly, we have situations when people who are very underprivileged, they don't have the means, but they're living a very happy life. So what really answers this? It's really us, our thoughts, maybe the way we have been brought up, our environment, our thought process, that needs to be positive so that they make you happy. That's it. Thank you.
So your question is, has your greatest fear ever come true? Has your greatest fear ever come true?
Table topic master, Toastmaster of the evening, and fellow Toastmasters. A very warm good evening to one and all. The question what he has given me is, has my greatest fear ever come true? That made me think what my greatest fear was. And the first thing what came to mind is the fear of existence. So if that has come true, then I would not be here. Then I started thinking what other fear is there in my mind. But again, all thoughts came back to the same point. So, to be frank, my greatest fear is, death, and it has not come true. Yeah. So I'm happy that I'm still here. Thank you. One more is that. Toastmaster of the evening. Pending.
Next is there. Are you interested? What was the last time you tried something new? What was the last time you tried something new?
My name is Sanu. Sanu, S-A-N-U. I still remember the last thing I tried 1 month back. Actually, my mom is looking for a girl for me to get married. So she traveled a lot and spent a lot of money to see many girls. Unfortunately, still my money is going. And last month, she liked one girl, and the girl was showed my photo, and she likes me. And finally, my mom told me to call her. I told her I can't call a girl without I don't know her. Where to that? After forcing from rapidly, she is calling. When I was working in the office, she is calling. You call her, talk. Finally, I decided to WhatsApp her. Evening, I just WhatsApp her. I sent a hi, and I'm waiting, and I'm very much worried, waiting for her. My friends are messaging. Whenever my mobile rings, I check. Oh, she replied, but she didn't reply. Finally, again, my mom is pushing. You call her. Finally, I called her. I said, hello, this is Sanu. She replied, I told him when he said, don't disturb me.
Unfortunately, she thought some other guy is calling her. I tried 2-3 times. Then I decided I don't want this girl because the last word said by her was like beating me before the marriage. Like that. This feel I got.
Thank you. So we should never try this thing. I think it was a good session and everybody almost participated. So I'll hand over the dice to our Toastmaster of the evening. Toastmaster to the dice. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh Paul. I think it was the most enjoyable session today. And this is what I like about our club is that we not only learn about speaking, we also get to know each other. We also get the insight of our people, how they think, and it's so interesting. And today I think was a very interesting session. I think we all enjoyed it. So before we go to the next, I would like to have the timers report. I think he's the busiest man today.
Good evening, Toastmasters again. There is a lot of speakers today for table topics. Toastmaster John Thomas has taken 1 minute 21 seconds. Toastmaster Jamal Sidina, he took 1 minute 50 seconds. Toastmaster Sangeet took 1 minute 14 seconds. Toastmaster Ashraf took 1 minute 18 seconds. Toastmaster Shivakumar took 1 minute and 56 seconds. Toastmaster Vivek Ayyappan took 1 minute 30 seconds. Toastmaster Shiraz Agwani took 3 minutes. Toastmaster Shiraz took 1 minute 28 seconds. Toastmaster Rahish took 1 minute 34 seconds. Toastmaster Rashid took 2 minutes 39 seconds. Toastmaster Deepak took 57 seconds only. Toastmaster Sanu took 2 minutes and 6 seconds. So Toastmaster Deepak and Toastmaster Rashid is disqualified.
Unfortunately.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you. Now, I think the voting is going on. The topics. Now, before we come to the evaluation part by Madam Toastmaster Yurani, I would like to spell out the timing because we don't have official timing for evaluation. 3 minutes. Okay, so Madam Toastmaster Yurani, I can come on stage to give you evaluation table topics, and you get 3 minutes. Total 3 minutes. We can get by.
So we were free hand.
Free hand.
Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and welcome guests, once again good evening.
Good evening.
First of all, I congratulate all the table topic master and all the table topic speakers. Very specially, I congratulate table topic master, Toastmaster Rajesh Paul, conducting an elegance, consummating, artistic style table topic session. And all of the selected topic titles are facilitate the voluntary speakers to attempt their speech. It is a great sign of selecting the titles for the table topic session. Once again, I congratulate all the speakers, all the table topic speakers. You all are star speakers because first really great effort speak up here when the topic given 2 seconds before. Well done, and please give the big round of applause. The main concern is quick thinking. I'm really proud of you all and I enjoyed all of your sharing and personal interesting things. In this table topic session, the Toastmaster International mantra is always there is an improvement in every speech. So I'm going to further to one by one give my evaluation every table topic speaker. I think you will take it as a positive. Toastmaster John Thomas, you talk about the way of expressing the life, how whether the words need or not. You show the content, all the important points, how to tell the lie without using a word or showing the body language, and important facts how to prove that the title. The thing is, you didn't use in future speeches, better use the more podium. And so Toastmaster Jiman, crying is a sign of strength. You successfully attend the topic. You use the body language well, and you express the title with using some emotional words. And the thing is, you need in future your table topics or the other speeches to improve your voice modulation. The same flow it's going, and keep the volume little high. Toastmaster Sangeet, what make you smile? You attempt your topic in a different way. I thought maybe, okay, something in your life, you see something in natural, it make you smile, but you prove that in different examples, in different place. And way of explaining, you confidently, you express everything, your speech was, everybody can listen, the voice modulation, everything is there, but you very first start to keep your hands closed, so better the free flow, keeping the free flow hands. Toastmaster Ashraf, what make me the slowly start, but you touch the topic. Try to improve with the topic. You involve with the topic, but better maybe you didn't give a good points to, but everyone understand the topic. Toastmaster Shivakumar, you start with a great question, so everyone keep the attention to listen what you are going to tell. You use the stage podium and very good facts you mentioned. You have to improve your voice modulation. It's go with the same voice level, and the thing is, it's a small level of the speech duration is very small. Better you avoid many questions. Am I right or not? So the audience need time to accept or not, or to think or not. So for kind of this table topics, better you ask one question. Toastmaster Vivek, what is the existence of living? You start with the humorous because everyone started to smile when you start to the speech, and everyone smiled. You talk to prove that the title with telling some examples in your life, and the important thing is better to keep moving and talking. Better in your next speeches to improve your movement. Toastmaster Rakesh, follow, try and not. You start. Your voice keep attention with to listen your speech. To go with the speech, you take time, but it's really good. Toastmaster Rashid, you start with the question and you explain with the story. It is keep the audience attention and it is keep what you are going to tell with next. And some places all the audience smile. And better thing is keep some eye contact. You had eye contact. Sometimes you keep your eye contact down and speak. Better in future speeches to improve your eye contact. Toastmaster Shahnawaz, who think happiness?
Shiraz.
Yeah. You start your speech with addressing the Toastmaster of the day. It is the important part of one table topic speaker, because addressing chairman also criteria how we start the speech with addressing the podium or the table, especially the conduct person. And you had a good smile, your face showing a nice smile, so the audience are very pleasant to listen your speech. Highly appreciate if you improve your voice modulation to give a high pitch and low pitch when you are changing the top titles or expressing some facts, different facts. Toastmaster Deepak Jose, the great fear. You talk about the great fear. You confidently attempt the speech topic. You made everyone laugh, and you provide some important positive facts to prove your title. So you have to, I suggest you have to improve your eye contact to not only looking the table Toastmaster of the day, just look the back, front, back, and all the audience. And the guest, Shanu, Toastmaster Shanu. You started with slowly, but it was very nice. You talk with the speech with your what is happening in your practical life. It is really appreciated. But the feelings happen sometime in our life, how we face one situation. And you had even the first speaker. I think you are very new to the speech. This Toastmaster International. But you use some body language very effectively to show something, how much you feel the situation. So I highly appreciate. The thing is, in future you have to concern some other criteria to be a speaker, good speaker, your language and facial expressions, and especially the flow of the speech. With that, I really enjoyed this session, wonderful speeches and wonderful sharing your interesting things. With that, I wind up and I hand over the podium to you.
Wow, what a thorough evaluation. I think it's so detailed. I think it's really exhaustive, right?
Yeah.
Exhaustive. Every individual. I think, man. Toastmaster Vigarani, being a teacher, also is helped because she's really to the point and she really guided everybody individually. I think we all enjoyed it, didn't we? So I think we have been filling the gaps very nicely today. It's been quite an exciting evening. I think we all enjoyed it. Yeah. So going forward now, we come to the report of the Toastmaster Rashid. I think he's not too happy because I think the word was not used to him.
Good evening once again.
Good evening.
So, considering the word of today, continuity. There is only two people, two Toastmasters. One is Mr. Rajesh Kaur. He used 2 times, and Toastmaster Ibrani used 1 time, and including me, somebody else. Shivakumar used 1 time. Regarding the
grammarian, as a grammarian, today there is not much. Toastmasters Singapore used to have one time, and for Toastmaster novel, there was a bit grammatical problems. Like he was started to file, instead of could use the you used to file or he files, he often files. They are moving on forest. It's better that they were walking through the forest. And that's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Toastmaster Rashid. Now, I'd like to invite Quiz Master, Toastmaster John Thomas, sorry, it's John, sorry, to Toastmaster Siva Kumar. Cancel those who have used the filler word are.
Good evening, all of you again.
Good evening.
Actually, a lot of Toastmasters today and this. Let me start with myself first. I used R almost 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. And repeated words for 1 time. And Deepak Joe's repeated words twice. Mr. Puran Rai, once, 4 times. And repeated words once. Shiraj Advani, 2 times. Rahish, 1 time. Sanu Prakash, 1 time. And 1 time. Ashraf 4 times and Rashid twice, Yugarani thrice, and repeated words 7 times. Naufal repeated words once. Sangeet once. That's all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Master Shiv Kumar, for that. Now we call upon next group player who is going to really test our listening skills. I hope you all are very attentive so that you will not catch us on the wrong. Toastmaster John Thomas.
Good evening once again. Good evening. Can somebody tell me how many times Deepak Joseph has come on the stage today? Till now?
Thrice. Thrice.
4 times.
Thrice.
I think it's 3. And how many guests we have today for this meeting?
4.
Toastmaster Sangeet, except you. What is his profession? Teacher. And he belongs to another Toastmasters club.
NMC corporate.
Yes. I think people are really attentive now. And thought of the day, there was a statement, passion is genesis of genius. Who said this?
I say.
Can somebody tell me what is, except Toastmaster Nafala and Shiraz, what was his topic? What was his speech all about? Toastmaster.
Knowing the potentiality of one's own.
Uniqueness.
Uniqueness.
I think realize the uniqueness in you. And next 2 questions are little tough questions. Toastmaster of the day, while introducing his theme, he has mentioned about 2 water disputes. One is Kaveri. So, which are the states who are part of
Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka.
But he missed 2 of them.
Kerala.
Kerala and Pondicherry. What?
There was a part of it, right?
Yeah?
There was a part of it.
And the second one was Nile. Dispute about sharing the water of Nile.
Which are the countries?
Ethiopia,
Kenya.
Sudan and Kenya. Sudan and Kenya.
4 countries.
4 countries, correct. And Toastmaster Puran is very fond of one way of preserving water. Again, about Toastmaster Sangeet, what makes him smile?
Ignorance.
And life taught Toastmaster Rashid a very valuable lesson.
What is satisfied with what?
Back to you, sir.
Thank you, Toastmaster John Thomas. I think we beat you to the game today. Huh? Everybody answered it. So all are very attentive. Now we come to the next one is, today our guests have been so important for us today and they are so lively. So I would like to invite one by one to tell us what is the impression of the meeting today, how they felt, and whether you would be want to come again and again, and what were the good things they saw today. So may I invite start from you.
Good evening once again. Good evening. This is the first time I'm in Toastmasters. I'm really happy that you came here, and maybe I'm gone yesterday to Dubai, but it's good chance to came here and sitting on between yours. And these classes I'm enjoyed a lot, and this class I can recognize that how to improve our English by the way of asking questions, by the way of another games, etc. And before that, I had an experience in my Kerala for saying these classes and community classes. So this Toastmasters is different from that. So I'm just enjoyed a lot. And here everyone are bright and they are learning much more in English. And all are bright and they are good in English. So we have to learn much more in day by day. So I can only say to that we have to improve our English by learning one word in a day. So that makes we are improving English. So all of you thanking once again. Thank you.
The right choice by staying behind, right? Yeah. May I invite next?
Good evening. It's a great pleasure to be here. As I told earlier, I was 2 times into Samajam, but at that time I never noticed what was going on there. When I noticed the things going on here in a Toastmasters session, that whatever you do here is evaluated. That's a great thing, and how beautifully it is. This small, a short span of time, how best it is utilized, and we are able to take a lot from these 2 hours. So I will definitely will be with you in future also. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Very nice to say. Can I invite the next guest, please?
But I would like to say that today I came to know that whatever education I actually, basically I got an MBA. But this is the first time I'm in a stage. On a daily basis, I used to talk with my employees from different nations but I never felt like that I'm nothing in front of them. But today, in a crowd, I felt like I need to develop. I need to develop my confidence. Even as you said, as a evaluator, minor things I'm not. My voice is not coming out. I don't know why, really. So this is a good initiative. Today, because of my friend Sangeet, I'm here. He just casually invited me. We will go somewhere and come back suddenly. But I came here and I'm really stuck actually. But it is a good thing. The positive thing is, as evaluator said, she said it's in a positive way we can develop ourselves. So it is a good effort. Thank you.
One thing I can tell about it is great sense of humor. Great sense of humor. Not everybody has that.
Yeah. The experience was most of this.
Yeah. Yes, sure. So yes.
It's a great pleasure. I'm really honored and humbled to be here in front of such a progressive group of men. As I mentioned, I never been to any other clubs because I was very much close to the Toastmasters. Let me share, if time allows, let me share a personal experience with you. Last few weeks back, I was in India for my kid's birthday. My wife came up with an idea of why can't we celebrate our kid's birthday in an orphanage? For which I replied, what's wrong with you? The intimidating question has been the reason behind my failures. Yet recently, the reason behind my success. She shoot an angry look at me, then slowly I realized that it was the opening of my international speech. I was editing my international speech. Slowly I realized that she was turning from Genga to Nagavali. It's an epic character from a movie, Malayalee movie. So that much I was involved in Toastmasters. But before I come here, I told him that we got a very good, very tight package of timing, and I told him that let's go and see. And I came here, what I learned is, so the way you presented, I'm doing the part of Vice President of Education role itself. I cannot do this. The way systematically you arrange the things, with your permission, I'm taking to my club also. Really hats off to you guys, the way systematically you presented. Now, lack of time, I'm doing this such a mess, and I'm just sitting, and often my president used to call me that, okay, you need to change this one, this. I used to tell the excuses, but this is really a systematic one. Those who are responsible, and a great congratulations to the external team members. And second one, the quiz part. Amazed by the way you arrange the quiz part. And the most interesting thing is, each and every one was attentive, which we will not do in our clubs. Really, I don't think any other clubs are doing so. Each one is important, listening, and I hearing the answer from almost all the people. Whose idea was that? It's really great. With your permission, I'm taking to my clubs also, and I'll try to introduce in that club also. And I'm looking forward to a good session with you, and more times. It's late night. Thanks for your hospitality, and have a great night. Thank you so much.
Thank you for a great evaluation.
No,
it was really very incisive, and I think we learned a lot also about ourselves. Thank you so much. Now, I think now we come to the, I think no more guests, right? Yeah, so we come to the presentation part now. So I'd like to invite our stand-in president. We had a lot of speakers for table topics today. I think the competition was quite stiff. So I think selecting the best speaker was also not easy. So I would like to announce the winner. Any guesses? I don't think it's easy. The best table topic speaker of today was Toastmaster Shivakumar. Congratulations. That's fine. Control at this time. The best speaker, of course, was one and only today, one and only. Best evaluator. Any guess? Any guess? Toastmaster Shiraj. You want to judge the parties, huh? Good photo. Thank you. Congratulations, Toastmasters. Now, to wind it up, the most interesting part, of course, will be the general evaluation done by Toastmaster Because Joseph, who is there today.
Toastmasters of the evening, fellow Toastmasters and guests. A very warm good evening to all. Good evening. As the Toastmaster of the evening, general evaluator today, I am given the responsibility of evaluating each and everyone's roles. But to be frank, like half of my evaluation work is done by Sangeet over here. Okay, now. Even though that Sergeant of Arms was supposed to be Arun Manikanda, even in his absence, he made sure that all the materials are. He came here, he arranged everything, and he went back to his work. So I wish, like, he has done a very good job. Then the timer, Toastmaster Shanavas. I think this is Toastmaster Shanavas' first time as timer, I believe.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yeah. So this is, I think, your first step to your, we cannot say anymore CCCL pathway, but this is your first step to a leadership path, and you've done it meticulously, and it was done very good. You have kept track of each and everyone's timings properly, but there's a small suggestion. It would be good if you could read through your given script before presenting. It will be much easy for you to present your roles and responsibilities to the guests and everyone. That will make easy and it will be easy for us everyone to understand what the responsibilities. Then our founder, Toastmaster Shivakumar. Toastmaster Shivakumar, this again is his first role, first time as an accountant, and he has done it very judiciously and meticulously again. And he counted all the touch words of all the speakers and role plays properly. And wish you all the best for all the other roles we are going to take again. Now, Wordmaster and Grammarian, Toastmaster Rashid. Toastmaster Rashid has introduced a very new word. I think, I believe almost 90% of us haven't seen this word before. Yeah, so 100%. Oh, I was excluding John certainly, frank, but still. Okay. So 100% of us haven't seen this word, so it was a good word you chose. But a small comment was, the counting was, I felt that the counting was not properly done because you missed Shivakumar. I think he used it twice. Yeah. So the counting has to be done more carefully. because you can see that it will be used only very rarely, so it is easy for you to catch up these words. And as a grammarian, the evaluation could have been much more detailed, because there are a lot of scope of improvement for a lot of speakers and everything. So it would be good if you could make it a bit more detailed. And then the table topic master, Toastmaster Rajesh Kaul. Toastmaster Rajesh Kaul is one of the best table topic masters in our club, I believe. Because whenever he takes up the role of a table topic master, that session is very lively and his topics of choice are always very interesting. So today also he did the same job. Now, table topic evaluator, London Toastmaster Ilgarani. Very motivating and positive evaluation was done, and a thorough evaluation was given for each and every speaker. I think only Puran Rai and Rajesh Kaul were the exceptions who haven't spoken over here today. Thank you for that judicious and detailed evaluation. So it was very good. Now the speaker, I don't have to evaluate because it was already done properly. Even the points which I had in mind was covered by Toastmaster Shiraz. So there is no more additions to that. And Toastmaster Shiraz, even though this is his first evaluation, he has done a very wonderful job. Usually an evaluator starts with a very motivating and positive side, and he cleared that. He covered all the body language, he covered areas of improvement, and it was done very wonderfully, even though it's his first evaluation. So, congratulations. Now the Toastmaster is our Toastmaster John Thomas. The questions which he took, it can be noticed that all the questions he had a small hint of humor in those answers. So that made everyone, people were eager to answer those questions, even though it was during the speeches. And now our Toastmaster of the evening. I think I covered everyone else, right? Sorry, I forgot about Thought of the Day. Thought of the Day was given by Toastmaster Shivakumar, and passion is the core of genius. That was an amazing thought today. And it was a great message. So we look forward to hearing such message. It is a thought-provoking message. So such messages are very important when we are coming to a Toastmaster, which gives a new perspective to our thought to be frank. And last, about our Toastmaster of the evening, Toastmaster Puran Rai. He is very experienced Toastmaster of the evening in the club, I believe. I think two meetings before also he was the Toastmaster of the evening.
Next meeting also.
Yeah. Okay.
You can make it permanent one.
Okay. The topic of choice, the theme of choice was very relevant, and one of my favorite areas of
dedicated to you.
Yeah. Right. So the facts and figures were properly given. I have a small doubt in that. You mentioned that the 70% in the water which is available for drinking, 70% you told that it is in iceberg and in sea.
Not in sea.
Yeah,
sea
so
is excluded in that.
This
is the first speech I gave.
Yeah.
In my childhood, this is the first speech. Those are the same figures I gave in my 6th class. So I was disturbing.
No, that's fine. Yeah. So it's good.
That's why there's a stroke there, no?
Yeah, it's a stroke, but iceberg bar sea. I was how come sea is there? Okay, anyway. And
dangerous speaking in front of experts. Huh? There's one from you also.
Yeah, okay. And he included 2 jokes during the Toastmastering, and that was very very funny. And a small suggestion to all the members as well as all the participants, that the Toastmaster international meetings are usually the dress code is supposed to be a formal dress code. Even smart casuals is allowed, but pure casuals is not entertained. So just a recommendation for the future meetings.